Hello everyone, this is MG from mgcovers.com. Today is January the 28th, 2019, the start of the second half of the NHL season, so we're excited about that. And we're going to do a video basically reveal our power rankings as of right now, and then show you how to use these power rankings to find value and convert them into a money line. Okay, so here's our chart of all of the NHL teams ranked 1 through 31, and we'll go through this step by step. So if you look, Calgary is in first place with a power ranking of 121, and Buffalo is in last place with a power ranking of 79. Now, if you look where it says power ranking, then right beside that it shows win percentage. Now, after doing this for years, what we've found and realized is that the best team in hockey at best has a 60% chance of winning that game. Conversely, the worst team in the NHL, which is Buffalo currently in our power ranking, has a 40% chance of winning. So that's real important when you're handicapping. So what we do, if you look at the very top of that win percentage at 60%, if you convert that into a money line, that becomes negative 150. So the very max any team in the NHL should be at negative 150. And the same would apply to Buffalo. The max any team should be an underdog would be plus 150. And if anything is greater than that plus 150, then of course that creates value. To give you another example, if you go back, let's say Boston was playing, I think they're playing tonight or tomorrow. But just for example, if you look at Boston, their power ranking is 118. They're in second place. Win percentage is 58. Money line conversion is 140, which means based on our power rankings, we believe Boston has a 58% chance of winning the game that they're playing, which is negative 140. Let's say there was a line that showed Boston at minus 105. Well, that is actually value because we have them favored to win at 58%. If the line is 105, that means the odds makers are saying they're going to win at 51%. So we have value there. And the same thing would apply to, let's scroll down all the way. Let's find a team kind of right in the middle. Let's look at, say, Edmonton. You'll see them maybe up about 10 from the bottom. They're at 90 power ranking, a 45% win percentage, which translates into plus 120. So let's see, Edmonton's playing, in the next couple of days. Let's say if they're listed at, say, plus 175. But we have them at plus 120, so that's value, okay? Because they have them, at less than a 40% chance of winning, although we have them ranked at winning at 45%. So that's how you find value. Now, what we're going to do in the next slide is we're going to look at some overvalued teams and some undervalued teams. Overvalued teams to start the second half of the NHL season. And what I mean by overvalued, that means these teams are going to be favored in situations where they should not be favored. And the first team is Toronto. They're currently 30-17-2. In our system, they have a 98 power ranking, which gives them only a 49% chance of winning. They're 4-6 in their last 10, have an even goal differential, and their power play is only 11%. So if you watch early on this week, more than likely they'll be favored in some of those games. So it's a way you can find value by playing the other team. Second overvalued team is Washington Capitals. They have gone on a serious skid here. But currently they're 27-17-6, 88 power ranking, which is near the bottom for us, and only a 44% win percentage. They've lost 7 in a row, have a 79% penalty kill, and have a negative 13 differential. So if you see where Washington's heavily favored early on, might want to go in the opposite direction. And our last overvalued team to start the second half of the season is the Nashville Predators. They're 30-18-4, have a 94 power ranking, and that translates into a 47% win percentage. So basically we have them at plus 115. So they should be an underdog in most of the games they play, depending on their opponent. And just playing really bad hockey right now. 6% on the penalty power play, 76% on the penalty kill. Next, let's look at the undervalued teams to start the second half of the NHL season. And to define undervalued, what we mean by that is they're going to find teams that are underdogs but actually should be favorites. So you can find a lot of dispersion in the line and pick up a lot of dog money here. So the first one we're going to start with is Chicago. Currently 18-24-9. They're in last place. Their power ranking is 104 for us and a 52% win percentage. So what's interesting to look at those 9 overtime losses. Those could have easily been wins. So they're playing really well. And one thing that's really helping them is their offense. They're at 40% power play. And that leads all of our power rankings in the last 10 games. So you can find a lot of value playing Chicago because I'm more than likely these first couple games are going to be underdogs. Next team is Arizona. They are currently 23-23-4, basically playing even hockey according to their record. But we have their power ranking at 106 with a 53% win percentage. They're actually in last place in the standings, but they're 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. Power play is 22%. Penalty kill is 80%. So a lot of value if you play Arizona early on. And the last team is St. Louis. A big surprise here. They're 22-22-5, but playing some excellent hockey here lately. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. Power ranking is 108 with a 54% win percentage. More than likely, they're going to be underdogs these first couple of games, so you can find a lot of value in playing them. They're at 18% power play and 80% on the penalty kill. So that concludes this video. Best of luck to everyone out there in the second half of the NHL season. If you want to go find more information, head on over to mgcovers.com. We'll have a lot of free picks there. And if you like this video, click the like button and subscribe.